Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Y'all listen. I was about to say, February 2020 has really been trying it, and so has my backlight. I made a video yesterday that was a disaster, and I'm not really sure if I'm gonna post it yet. And this one is starting out not dissimilar to that one. But anyways, y'all, I have some new makeup that I'm really excited to try and hoping that it will provide me with some stress relief. I have some products from the brand Mented, which is new at Ulta. It's a Black-owned makeup brand that I've actually been flirting with, like buying some stuff from their website for several months. I was first made aware of the brand like back in the summer when the Black Lives Matter movement was blowing up and supporting Black-owned makeup brands was like trending. I'm trying to continue to do it, but you know, money, right? But when I saw this at Ulta, I was like, ooh, your girl's got some points. Let's buy some fancy new makeup and support a really good brand. So here we are. I got their little lip gloss in the shade Pink About Me. I actually really enjoy this. I'm wearing it right now. Super duper pretty little nudish pink color. It's just sort of a slightly tinted lip gloss. Sits very comfortably on the lips, very lightweight, smells amazing. Highly recommend. But the meat of the video lies with these three products. I have a bronzer and a blush that we're gonna start with, as well as an eyeshadow palette. So like, subscribe, ring the bell, grab a snack, let's get started. So number one, the packaging is super nice. It's got that sort of matte feel to it, which is great. It gives you like a fun experience. I don't really care about this external packaging that much though, because I'm just gonna throw it away, you know? Ooh, but this also feels nice and smooth and matte-like. Ooh, I like it. Ooh. This is very thin, look at this. So I got the shade Vacay. This one looked like it had maybe a little bit of a reddish tint, which it appears to have. Super nice little compact with a beautiful mirror. So let me grab a clean brush and let's check out this bronzer. What do we think? Doesn't have a smell. Trying new bronzers always makes me really nervous. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so we're a little powdery. Not too bad though, not too bad. I really like to get my brush in there. So the less powdery a bronzer is, in my opinion, the better. Also tends to indicate that it might not be super pigmented, which I'm getting the feeling that this guy might be a little pigmented. Let me kind of brush it on the back of my hand and see what we're working with here. Okay, that's actually not bad. Ooh, okay. I just get nervous when the bronzer's powdery because powdery typically corresponds with pigment. You know what I mean? But let's give this one a go and see what we got. And with bronzer, I like to just sort of lightly dust right under my cheekbone because I kind of use it to shape my face. So we're a little pigmented. Oh, but it's a pretty shade. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like it. I was looking like a real egg just a moment ago, so this is good. Oh, the shade is great for me. And this one it's pigmented, so I'm working very lightly. I'm gonna work on blending this out. But it's not patchy, so that's really nice. That's great. We're just gonna be very warmed up with this bronzer today though, because I probably used a little too much. Okay, very nice. It's more pigmented than I prefer for a bronzer, but let me see if I can grab like a clean brush. Well, she doesn't have any clean brushes. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe off some of the product from the brush because I don't actually have a clean brush right now. Oh, the brush situation is getting dire up in here, folks. It's pretty though. Like I've got more than I want on this side and this side a little bit too, but it looks good. Like it's not patchy, even though it's a little heavier than I like it to be. And I just know that I'll need to be light-handed. Ooh, I like the shade. The shade works great for me. Most of y'all know already, I live in Texas, right? And Texas done frozed over just last week. We were like locked in our houses because we couldn't go outside because everything was frozen. And now it's like 70 degrees outside and I'm sweating in my house. So life in Texas has been interesting. Let's move on to this blush though. I have the Mented Pinky Promise blush. New bronzers and new concealers scare the crap out of me. New blushes always excite me though. Knowing that that bronzer was pretty pigmented, I am gonna be a little careful though. This compact is super cute. So we still do this nice soft matte feel, very sleek little compact. Oh, it's cute, but guess what? We're shimmery. Ooh. I don't always love shimmery blushes. I feel like sometimes they can emphasize texture and I just don't live for that, you know? But at the same time, I've been wearing my blush a little bit higher to kind of sit right on my cheekbones to sort of like raise up my cheekbones. So anyways, I kind of have been putting highlighter on top of my blushes lately. With a shimmery blush like this, I could probably just kill two birds with one stone, make it my highlighter and my blush. Let's just kind of start with a little bit and see what happens.
And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only Sharon.
That is beautiful. Ooh, I like it. I don't love the shimmeriness. I can't lie about that. I don't love the shimmer, but this blush is beautiful. I mean, it's applying perfectly. If they came out with a matte blush, I would definitely jump on that. I just love a blush that you can like boom, 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 and you're done. You're good to go, and it looks great. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this blush right now. It just is applying very evenly. This blush, unlike the bronzer, it's not overly pigmented, and it's, I feel like, working beautifully. And I love this shade. I wish it wasn't shimmery, but this is pretty. So I'm living for the bronzer. I really like the blush. Let's move on to the eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette, I'll be honest, I did already peek at it, and she is stunning. She's stunning. So just kind of like from the outside, like looking at pictures, so the way that you're seeing it right now, it probably doesn't look that nice. It kind of looks like a standard eyeshadow palette type of packaging, but it feels really nice. It's weighty. It has that soft matte feel on the outside. So even though it's kind of like a standard eyeshadow palette design, the materials that they use to make it are really nice. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? It's like the neutral eyeshadow palette of my dreams. I'm living. Okay, I do want to swatch everything real quick. Oh, these are all named after cities. I love that. We have Chicago, beautiful. Oh my gosh, look how, ooh, wow, that's really reflective. Then we have Miami, gorgeous. Los Angeles, beautiful. And Las Vegas. Ooh, we're definitely gonna have to use Las Vegas. That is gorgeous. Wow, okay, I'm really impressed by these shimmers. Then we have New Orleans. Then we have Houston. And then we have Philly. And then we have Harlem. Wow, look at how smooth and even those mattes are. Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. Then we have Atlanta, stunning, and Brooklyn, beautiful. What a beautiful palette. Swatches don't always tell us the whole story about shadows, but oh my gosh, what even beautiful pigmented shadows. I am so excited all of a sudden. And I'm telling you guys, I had a bad makeup day yesterday, so I'm really looking forward now to all of this action. Oh, love it. It's very apparent to me, based on what I've tried already, that they put some very careful consideration into their formulations. Like, their formulations so far are fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna start with Houston. I live just an hour and a half or so north of Houston. Have family in Houston, so I've spent a lot of time in my life in Houston. Powdery in the pan, no big deal. We're back. It's okay, Lucy came to check on me. She heard me hollering. And we're just gonna put this everywhere pretty much. Oh no. I just went to dip back in and I dipped into Chicago, which is a shimmer. Balls! Ah! Ah! Okay, I think it's okay. It's okay, Lucy. I'm okay, I promise. Now I reckon we're just gonna work our way down. What a like beautiful row of matte shadows, isn't it? I'm gonna go into Philly, add some color, and start building some depth in the crease. Try not to dip into any of the metallics while I'm doing that. Here we go. Oh, so good. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I don't know why, but I have some like dark pigmentation of my skin, like right here on the outside of my eyelid, and it always is like, oh man, dang it, that's the wrong one. And it's always messing me up whenever I'm trying to do my eyeshadow. It drives me crazy. Moving on though, let me give another brush. Let me grab another brush. I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna skip Harlem. If I had more time and just wanted to sit here and blend for the rest of eternity, which sometimes I do like to do, then I would just go straight down and just build and layer all of them. But I think I'm just gonna skip right to Atlanta right here. It's just like a beautiful reddish brown. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, love it. So good. Okay, so I'm gonna take Las Vegas, the red metallic, and I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of place this on the outer corner. Y'all know how I do my looks if you have been here before. Okay, so Las Vegas is not very enthusiastic about being applied with the finger. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a brush. Las Vegas is not about that finger life, which is fine. I normally prefer to do my finger, or I normally prefer to use a brush anyways. So yeah, that one definitely preferred the brush, which is interesting. I feel like it normally goes the other way. I'll like struggle to get it on with a brush, and I'm like, okay, well, that one's maybe meant to be done with your finger. This one, way better with a brush. Beautiful, love that. Okay, and then the grand finale, drum roll please. I'm gonna do Chicago over the rest of my lid. I'm really excited because this one looks stunning. Ooh, so pretty. Wow, love that. Little bit of fallout from the two shimmers, but they dusted away. One of these days my foot is going to completely lose function just from me sitting on it so much. Probably because I sit here for like 2.5 hours to do my makeup. Do I need 2.5 hours to do my makeup? Of course not. Does it usually take me 2.5 hours? Of course it does. Wow, this is pretty. I like this. I'm enjoying this so far. And this shimmer, Chicago, it does build. So you can leave it kind of sheer over your lid if you want to. But if you want more like punch from the color, you can build it up. And these shimmers, by the way, these metallics, they're not glittery. These are just like true blue metallics. They don't have glitter in them. I love it. Oh, love it. Let me do some liner, some lashes, some mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, and I'm back with my makeup complete. So I did go ahead and take off the lip gloss and put on a different lip product. I'm probably going to be bringing this up for the rest of eternity in like every single video that I post, but I have on my Pat McGrath Labs Divine Nude Liquid Lust Legendary Wear matte lipstick. I am obsessed with this matte lipstick, and you guys, listen to me. I know about lip products, okay? I have experience with liquid lipsticks, and this Pat McGrath liquid lipstick is phenomenal. I freaking love it so much. So anyways, I have it on now. That was all the point that I was going to make. But I still really love this lip gloss. And you know what? Why don't I just pop some on top of this? They actually work together probably. Oh, that is good. That is good. This gloss on top of my Pat McGrath liquid lipstick, oh, we're winning. We are a winning combo. So bada boom, bada bing, there we go. So not a hugely extensive review, but of the 4 products that I tried, I freaking love all of it. And the blush, you know, the blush is a little bit shimmery, but it's not like severely shimmery, so I really don't mind it, and it just applied so nicely that I definitely see myself reaching for it again and using it again. I'm definitely absolutely going to use this bronzer again. It's a little bit more pigmented than I prefer my bronzer formulas to be, but I know that about it now, so I just have to be light-handed, and it blends and applies so nicely. The shade is really good for me. Again, I got the shade Vacay, so I'm living for this bronzer. The gloss, of course, is great, and I think that the big winner for today is absolutely this eyeshadow palette. Again, just kind of the general look of it doesn't make it seem like it is that special of an eyeshadow palette, but the formulas in here are just so freaking fantastic. Like, I can't believe how smooth and silky some of these shadows are, how evenly and clean they blend. Gorgeous. They're gorgeous. So this eyeshadow palette, highly recommend, especially if you want some shadows that are like easy to work with. I can pull together an eyeshadow look in a reasonable amount of time if the shadows are blendable and work well. You know, if they're hard to blend, that's what's going to make it take longer. So if you want like a quick snappy eyeshadow look, this is a great palette for that, because all of the shadows in here were extremely easy to work with. All of the metallics are just a standard metallic formula, but they are gorgeous, especially this shade Chicago. This one right here that I used on most of my lid, like in certain angles, it has almost like a purple bluish kind of shift, but it itself is just sort of a champagne type of color. I just am really loving this palette. I think that this is a fantastic palette that I'm definitely going to use again. Gorgeous packaging, feels so nice. I'm just kind of loving these products all the way around, so I definitely see myself purchasing more from Mented. And once again, it is a Black-owned brand, and it's at Ulta now, so, you know, there's just really no reason to not support it. Yay! Big win for Mented. I'm super excited about this brand and these new products that I have. What do you guys think about it? Have you gotten anything from this brand? Let me know, what are some other Black-owned makeup brands that you guys enjoy? And there we go. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Okay, bye.